Again, it's your boy Sincere.
It's your boy Freak.
Sincerely Freak Productions. You know what I'm saying?
Keep subscribing to us on YouTube. And also keep your questions coming. Sincerely Freak Entertainment, all one word, at gmail.com.
Yeah, keep flooding. Keep flooding. I know tonight we flooding your page. We flooding with these videos like crazy tonight. We just had a whole lot of that we had to get out, and I'm glad we did it. I had some fun doing this shit tonight, to be honest with you. I can't even front. Yeah. It's been a while, and I can tell y'all this, no matter what y'all say, no matter what y'all do, we're going to keep on doing these questions. No matter even if y'all ask questions, we're going to come up with our own questions that we're going to, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, to make sure that we can keep these videos pumping and jumping.
And we also going to keep a couple guests coming. A couple local comedians out of the greater Maricopa County area here.
Yes.
I mean, some great slew of comedians besides Sincere.
Yeah. We're going to have my sister from the Bay Area, Aziza Jokes, coming through. We're going to have my other sister, even though right now, you know what I'm saying, she's a little under the weather, Aisha Renee. She's going to slide through. I'm going to give my man Day Day, Day Peace, a.k.a. Day Day, to slide through. Paul Arnold will be back. LC will be back. Nap is behind the camera right now, so of course he has returned. Yeah. We're going to have my man Ernesto to come through. We're going to have my man Bobby DJ Mellow B Johnson to come through. Mike B Dapper, Tampon Man. It's a slew of them that's going to be through here. Trust me, this shit is about to get so wild and crazy.
I mean, even if it's just at the shows, we're going to have them. We're going to show you a little bit of snippets of everything.
Let y'all see what we do. I'm gonna bring y'all into the comedy world and let y'all just see what we do before and after we get on stage. Because trust me, it's wild. We have a good time. We're a family. We're a close-knit family. If it's somebody's name that I forgot, I truly do apologize. Lawyer Johnson, I cannot leave you out. My man, Tay, a.k.a. Mufasa from Lion King, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, you know, all them cats. I'm in pain. We get hurt.
But we also, you know, I know everybody think we just do this just to get paid or whatever. Actually, right now, we just do this for the love and just try to stress out, but, you know, we are accepting donations.
It's all that fun.
We are accepting donations.
Yeah, trust that. I'm trying to hide the can because we ain't sponsored yet, so I ain't trying to show your business.
Donations,
But yeah, it's just all that fun, man. It's just a fun little site, you know, that, you know, if it gets picked up by somebody, hey, great. You know, but for the time being, we just kicking back, having fun. Two guys giving you our opinions on some of the things that we go through in life, you know, with some of the questions y'all have for us. And we just want to get, you know what I'm saying, just want to answer.
Keep in mind, these questions, majority of them is coming from women. So don't think we bashing women.
That's the funny part, because I hear that shit a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that we bashing women, but we get questions from women.
These questions are coming from women. We have few men. I can barely right now, I can say we can count on one hand right now.
Real talk. Straight up.
How many men have, you know,
it's what, 3 or 4? Yeah, to the most part?
About 4 now.
That's about it.
Well, let me make it 5.
You're number 4.
You won.
Oh, I'm 4.
Yeah. So I mean, hell, you a repeat offender.
Damn.
So let's do this. Let's go ahead and jump into your first one. Then. Let's do this.
My first question.
Yeah.
Tonight is going to be, what's wrong with having a headhunter on your phone when you want to see her and you alone?
Okay. If you don't know,
I know what a headhunter is.
Okay, all right.
So I'm trying to, you know, it's like, you know, when Shaquille O'Neal be talking, and, you know, they had one man say he need little bouncy balls when he's talking.
You trying to say you need a bouncy ball?
That nigga said I need a bouncy ball? Wow.
I'm trying to, you know, that's the only way I can.
I did it slow as fuck. I do it faster.
Nah, you straight. Do not speed up. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and get some of this out real quick. First of all, I know some of the women is gonna feel like it's not, you know, why we gotta be headhunters, why we gotta do that, this, that.
Oh, I love a headhunter. I'll take a headhunter or anything.
A headhunter is a woman who gives on sex. All right, so that's that.
But she hunts for it.
Yeah, she looks for it. Because let's keep it 100. There's a lot of thirsty women out there, as well as there's a lot of thirsty guys out there. You know what I'm saying? Who are actually
male whores out there too.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just call them thirsty because that's basically all it is to it. You know what I'm saying? But there is nothing. I look at it like this. There's nothing wrong with it. Shut up. There's nothing wrong with having it on your phone to go back and view. Because if you can't get to them, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no sense me lying. Hey, look, I'm a frequent porn watcher. I can't front. You know what I'm saying? If I can't get to nothing, hell, the porn is getting pulled out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna relive something through that. You know? Oh yeah, I admit that quick. I'm a porn whore. You know, I do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm being safe because I'm doing it with myself.
Even good clean porn sometimes maybe good.
Hello.
You know what I'm
So I'm safe. I'm doing it with myself. You know, I can go look at Cinemax and look at some of that soft stuff. I'm good.
Do the John. Huh?
For real. You know, give me some jerkins and I'm in the building. But it's really nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Because of some fact of the matter is, I look at it like, me personally, I look at it like this. If she's willing to allow you to record her while she's doing what she's doing, it's really, to me, maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, I don't feel like it's degrading if they're allowing you to do it.
I ain't never wrong sit here and videotape me up, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely if it's your wife or something like that, you go back and look at it, you're like, damn, baby, we was getting it down that night. You know
it's not something.
It's also a training mechanism.
I mean, because my thing is like this, especially if you take it back and you show it to her.
Right.
It's a learning process as well as a training, like you say. But it's more of like you know what I'm saying, it's a learning curve too, because just like if a woman was to, if you was to go to your woman and say, baby, I want us to do it, but I want us to record it. You know what I'm saying? You can look at what you did, and honestly, it might not sound politically correct, but you can critique. Okay, I didn't like this. I didn't like when you did this. I may have looked like I did, but I did it. But I saw that it was turning you on to do it, so that's why I did it. But I didn't like it. You know, whatever the case may be. What makes it wrong is if you show it to other people.
Here, you want to see?
Hell no, I don't want to see. I don't like looking at your
I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. Ask the question, dog.
But no, it's not. I don't know. But that's the way I look at it. It ain't nothing wrong with it as long as you're not.
Now, what if she allows you to show other people?
Okay, then there's something wrong with her.
Yeah, something wrong with her.
But she's a headhunter.
Fact of the matter. Yeah, I know she's a headhunter, but still, it's something wrong with her because it's like this right here. Okay, granted, she might be a headhunter, but maybe she's only trying to hunt your head, bro.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Now, if she's sitting up here telling you that she don't care if you show somebody else, then maybe she's trying to hunt more than your head.
Okay, but maybe there's women out there be like, let them niggas know what you got.
Okay, that's cool. But still in all,
They're still whores.
So that's the same girl that do a threesome with you with two girls. So she's still a whore?
I'm not gonna say that they're a whore. You don't want to say that there's a whore, so you can say that.
Answer that question. That's the same girl, that headhunter said, go show your homeboys this.
We all do some type of shape of hoeing in some type of different shape or form, bro. Trust me, we do some hoeing. Men and women, I don't give a fuck. You can say you ain't doing some hoeing. Nigga, you doing some hoeing to your girl some kind of way. Trust me. I don't give a fuck. Your woman or your man, you doing some type of hoeing. Whether you a headhunter or not, shit, you doing some type of hoeing.
My thing is like this right here. I agree with you.
Seriously.
I gotta say that.
Some different shape or form.
Because the fact of the matter is, no matter if it's your wife, no matter if it's your husband, if you paying for it, that's all into it. You paying for it.
One way or the other.
One way or the other. You paying for it. Mortgage, gotta get paid some kind of way. Wife ain't working, but she giving up the cookie. You paying for it because you going to pay for the mortgage. That's why I don't understand that saying these niggas out here tricking or these hoes out here tricking. No, it's not, because of the fact of the matter, and it's no way you can try to argue the fact because it's simple. I understand. No, you got to do that no matter what, because if you ain't staying there, it's got to get paid. I can understand that truly, but let me tell you something. I don't care who you are. If you got a woman at home that got some good cooking, or if you got a man at home that got some good old strong dingling, how you want to call it,
Loaf of bread.
If it's happening, if it's happening, I can assure you that you gonna make sure, because they gonna take care of you. You gonna take care of them. Same thing as tricking. Because simple fact of the matter is, when a person is tricking, a person is going out to get. When a person is tricking, a person is going to get what they don't have at home. So they're willing to go out and pay for it somewhere else because they don't have nobody at home, and they go out and get it somewhere else. That's basically what it all boils down to. But if you got somebody at home, I look at it like this: it's still considered tricking, but guess what? The money's staying inside the house. It ain't going out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You still you providing for your family, and your woman or your man, however you prefer it. They making sure that everything is taken care of, and you making sure that they taken care of. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, well, I say I agree with you. Everybody do some type of hoeing. It is true. It is so true.
Is flirting hoeing?
No,
it's hoeing.
No,
So, okay, so you got two different agreements.
No.
Flirt and sit here and try to get that.
You can flirt. Hold on. You can flirt all day and night long, but it depends on how far the flirting goes, though, bruh.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Because I can sit up here, nigga. I can be sitting up here talking to the most sexiest woman alive. Case in point, I'll put it to you like this right here. Me and Aisha Renee. She's married. Her husband comes to every show that we do. Her and I flirt all the time. But it doesn't go no further than the flirting. Why? Because of the fact that her husband knows that as well as I respect her, I respect him, and I respect their unity that they brought in front of God, as well as he know that she respects him, and she's not going to disrespect or break the unity that they had in front of God. So nah, flirting to me, it's not considered hoeing. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how far you take it.
True.
If you sitting up here and then you go from flirting to the fact of y'all out in the club, like for instance, I'm gonna just say for instance, you out in the club and you flirting with a girl, you with your old lady. I know you single at this point, but I'm just saying, you with your old lady. By the way, ladies, I'm gonna throw it out there one more time. My dog is single. You feel me? So if you can zoom in on this bro real quick, look at the camera.
He said,
look at the camera.
Sure.
My dog is single, you feel me? So therefore, you know what I'm saying?
Ice, baby.
Ice, baby. Check it out. I'm just saying, you at the club with your old lady, you know what I'm saying? You got a co-worker and she's there with her husband. Y'all flirt at work. Y'all out there, y'all at the bar, y'all flirting at there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all flirt at the bar, whatever the case may be. Your lady knows that y'all flirt. Her husband knows that y'all flirt. That's cool. But then you sit up here, you turn around, and you deliberately in a corner with her, and y'all are sitting up and y'all kissing and making out and all that. That's taking flirting too far.
Or take her outside to smoke a blunt and try to do something.
Exactly. That's just taking it too far. That's taking flirting too far. It's you know what I'm saying? The thing about it all is, but see, it's
as a man, do you mind your homies or somebody else saying your woman's cute? Fine, she look good.
I don't mind it.
What about you?
I don't.
I was ain't trying to sit here and think about trying to guilt my girl or some shit. Then yeah, we good. I don't mind saying, yo, you gotta.
All right, so you single, you bump a. Oh, that's right. Your mom was watching. I was about to say the B word. You bump a nice female.
Say what?
Our moms watch these videos.
So I was gonna say the B word. I was about to say you about to bump up, but your mom. Wait, let's go back. So you bump. Okay, so you bump a nice bitch then. So you bump a nice bitch. You go to the club.
We're trying to find you a woman and you still saying bipolar.
Man, I just tried to give you a cue. Let's get another close up.
Hey.
Give him your serious look.
Give us this look.
Give him serious face. Don't he look
He
like
just
Mac
playing
10?
girls.
That's a GQ. You know,
Don't he look like Mac 10? I swear to God.
Backyard, boogie, boogie, boogie.
Oh, I'm sure back in the day.
All right, so let's get into your next one.
Hey, well, hold on, man.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why we just in this one now? We making sure nigga too for.
You the one that got to do all this editing, so
Hey,
it's
man,
up to
we
you.
good. What was that second question, man?
Second question. This goes strictly to Sincere.
I swear, if you see this, what he's doing right now, man, if you was watching ESPN, you know, my man be off to the side of the stage. He be looking at the laptop and shit, looking at what. That's what this nigga Nap is doing in the back right now.
Trust me.
And operating camera.
Name a good point of your show that had an everlasting experience when you got off the stage. It can be somebody in the crowd laughing that you wouldn't think they laughed. And when you got off the stage, you like, dang, a month later, like, that person really laughed. Or that one show, that one moment. Well, name that moment that has an everlasting experience that one day, in 10 years from now, when you're on top of your game, and I see you in the movie with Denzel, and they're going to ask you the question on the Tonight Show or Howard Stern or Angie Martinez show or Sway and Tech or Big Boy Neighborhood, they're going to say, what was that one moment? What would it be right now?
That's a tough one because I got...
Nope, one.
I got two in mind, but the one that sticks out to me the most at this point
Of your career.
of my career, I would have to say the Tempe Improv. The reason for that being...
Oh, yeah, that was a good show.
Because the reason I say that is because at the end of the...
Battery dying.
Battery died?
No, dying.
Oh, okay. Is it still going? Okay, we're still going. All right. So the reason being for that, I would say, is because at the end of the set, I had the most ovation out of the people. Like I said, it wasn't a standing O, but it was the most ovation from people. And then when I walked out of the place to go out, not outside, but when I walked out of into the waiting to the lobby or the waiting area, I had people actually come out and want to take pictures with me and telling me that I'm the funniest person by far. What I love about doing this so much, and it really makes me stick, is the fact that when I drive home and I'm in the car, and that's why I love this dude, and that's why he's my assistant, because when we go into these shows, he's driving to and fro. And the only thing that I can sit up and I can think at that time, and I'm thinking about this every time that I hit a stage, whether it's a paying gig or whether it's a free show, is I'm talking to him and I'm just like, dude, I did it. That's the only thing that sticks out in my mind. I go back to Biggie, to the Notorious movie when he recorded "Sky's the Limit," and he set off up in the studio, and he was like, I did it. I'm one of the greatest now. You know, and I just think about that all the time. I'm like, I did it. Whether a person like my style of comedy, whether they like it, the fact that I curse a lot, because I know I do. I got a filthy mouth when I'm on stage, or whatever the case may be. It's just the fact of me knowing I did it. Because nothing beats that pop. It's just that pop you hear from the crowd when you finish. Because they don't know nothing about you when you first hit the stage. They don't know nothing about you.
Right.
Because they haven't seen you nowhere. They haven't seen you on Comedy Central. They haven't seen you on BET. They haven't heard of you. They haven't seen you at no big marquee places. They haven't seen your name up on no headline, no billboard or nothing like that saying "Coming to Phoenix" or whatever. They don't know nothing about you. But when they come and they see you, and when you finish, you made them laugh harder to the fact that you made them laugh. You kind of made them piss on themselves. But you made them laugh harder than any other comedian that hit the stage before you or even after you. That lets you know that you're in the right place. And that's what makes me, that's one of the biggest things that I'll say. Besides doing the Tempe improv, man, the other place that I did, I don't want to mention their names right now because I'm a little upset with them. But
so physically,
yeah.
the Tempe Improv was your highest joy. Emotionally, it's every time you leave the stage.
Yes, physically, Tempe Improv was that one. Because, believe it or not, hitting that Tempe Improv has opened up so many doors.
Shit, that following week, man,
I was all over the place.
days later, he fucking ripped another stage at the
Exactly.
Lighthouse, man.
Yeah, I've been all over Arizona now just from that Tempe Improv show. So it's like, physically, that did it. That improv, it opened up so many doors that it just, it didn't make sense. A lot of different comedians saw that set. A lot of different comedians hit me up on Facebook. Hey, I want you to do this. Hey, I got a show I want to put you on. Hey, I got this idea I want to run by you. You know what I'm saying? That includes you in it. Hey, I got this coming up this time. Hey, I got this coming up this time. It was just so many doors that just opened up for me at that point. But once again, emotionally, no matter what stage I hit, when I leave that stage, man, there is absolutely no other feeling it's better. Honestly, it's better than sex. And I know I'm saying a lot. I know it might sound like I'm putting a lot on it, but it's better than sex when you having that, when you have that type of emotion. I meant to tell you, bro, real quick, if you want, you can plug the phone up with the charger right here. Oh God, this hurts so bad. Oh, that hurts so bad. Yeah, do that. There you go. Do that there right there. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I mean, that to me, it's why I do what I do. It's why I love doing what I do. It's why it doesn't matter whether I get paid. It doesn't matter if it's a free show. It doesn't matter if you're giving me 5 minutes. It doesn't matter if you're giving me 15. It doesn't matter if you want me to headline. But if I headline, I better get paid. But it doesn't matter if I'm doing none of this stuff. Because me doing it's what I love to do. I was just sitting up and looking at the VH that you and I posted after the improv show. You know what I'm saying? And just you wanted to congratulate me about the show. And it just took me back, and I'm just like, God is really he's awesome, because he's really working on he's opening doors for me that I never would have been able to open. He's putting my face out so the world can see it, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's at these comedy clubs. He's opening so many doors for me.
How long you been doing this? 18
years.
Don't you think God has a plan?
It's always a plan.
Don't you think God sometimes wants us to be ready for his plan and takes a little bit of time and patience? Now, you can say always, but we don't follow always, partner.
No, we don't follow always, right, because we want what we want.
So I'm talking about when it comes with your passion and what you're meant to do. Now the little side.
But see, here's the thing about that, though. Here's the thing about that. Steve Harvey says it best. Your job is what you're paid to do. Your calling is what you were made to do. So we sit up and we try to do what we think is what God wanted us to do, but that is not it. You have to actually find what God wanted is for you to do, or what he has designed you to do.
Or no matter how long it takes?
No matter how long it takes
Word.
you. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 days, no matter if it takes you 20 years. Because if it takes you 20 years and you finally find out what God called you to do, guess what? He's going to make it so that when you do it, it blows up instantly. This is what you should have done 20 years ago. But even though you didn't do it 20 years ago, guess what? I still got all of your riches waiting on you now. The only thing about you not doing it 20 years ago was if you would have done it 20 years ago, you wouldn't have been ready to handle all of the riches and everything else that comes along with what you're supposed to do. See, I know God has given me multi things that I'm supposed to do, as gifts that he's blessed me with. For one, he gave me the gift to make people laugh, whether I'm doing it clean or whether I'm doing it vulgar. He knows my heart. He knows me. I'm created in his image. So therefore, he knows I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to try to live perfect. I'm not going to try to play these games like some of these Christians, or some of these wannabe Christians who's sitting up and they're sitting there God-fearing and they're God-loving and they did that and the third, but then want to be backbiting and talking about people in the same process and cussing at the same time, and then have the decency or have the audacity to actually go sit in God's house on Sunday and then get out and go raise more hell in the streets than what they were raising while they was in church. Did I say too much? So therefore, I'm just saying, he knows me. When he's ready for me to stop doing what I'm doing, that's when he gonna reach down and all this sin that I'm doing, and he gonna pull me out of it and drag me out. He gonna clean me up, and he gonna have me ready to keep pushing and to do his will when it's time. I know my calling. When he's ready for me to do it, I know my calling is for me to be a preacher. But at this point in time right now, the main thing that he want me to do is to keep putting smiles on people's faces. And that's what I do. I said it before and I say it again. Laughter is God's hand on a troubled world.
Can you do a clean set, no cussing?
I can do a clean set without cussing.
That's all I want to hear.
I can do a clean set without cussing. It doesn't affect me. Can I do a set in church clean? At this point, no. Because it will be clean. However, the topics that I will touch
Will still be
risque in church.
right.
So I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. If I'm gonna do a set in church, that is something that I would have to sit and write. That would be the only time that you will ever see me pick up a pen and a piece of paper and write out jokes. Because I'm going into the Lord's house and I'm gonna respect him no matter what when I go in that house. And I gotta make sure that every joke that I tell is Christian like. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go.
No. That's hey, we want to know what's on your mind. This is this is sincere uncut.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, when it comes down to God, I don't play with it. Because the simple fact of the matter is, this man has brought me out of so much that he's steady opening more doors and more doors and more doors, and he's steady having different things to happen to me to try to get me right, to be ready for when he opens up more doors. You know, because there's doors that I'm about to go through that people have no idea about, because I'm not gonna tell it, because I finally have grasped hold of the understanding to knowing that when God is giving you a blessing, it's best to keep your mouth shut and not tell nobody. I don't care if it's your mama and your daddy, you don't tell no one. Because the fact of the matter, when you talk about the blessings that God is giving you, or that God is about to give you, you are now opening up the door for the devil to get in and to get his mix into what you got going on and
Good
to
point.
stop whatever's about to happen.
Very good point.
So therefore, I don't. All I tell people is this: it's big things that's about to go down, whether you believe it or whether you don't believe it. Big things are about to go down. So if you know like I know, you will want to get on board with this train now, even though it's just leaving out of the station and it might not picking up speed like that.
Hey, you gotta leave to get to your destination.
Exactly. Because I'm going to get there no matter what. No matter if I'm driving 100 miles per hour or no matter if I'm driving 2 miles per hour. But guess what? If I'm driving 2 miles per hour, you can take the time to see everything that's going on while I'm driving at 2 miles per hour. At 100 miles, you're going to get there quicker, but when you get there, you're going to be like, what I missed?
Grass ain't on the other side all the time unless you mow it.
It never is. So, you know, that's just my philosophy, dude. I mean,
Next question. That goes right into this question. You you're in there, huh?
I said, how many minutes are we doing now?
Where we at?
29:06. That's why I said next one.
Okay, but why are we gonna discuss all this on the camera so people can? So
He can edit out. Use this for bloopers.
Just chop that kid.
All right, 1, 2.
It's your boy, Sis.
3.
It's your boy, Freak. Silly Freak Production.
Yeah, we're gonna holler right back at y'all in a second with the final question of the night.